Abha against Al Jubail. Let's start with the model. My numbers make this a strong home side game. Abha come in at 2.28 expected goals, while Al Jubail sit at 0.91. That translates into a home win probability of 70.5%, a draw at 29.1%, and an away win at just 0.4%. The top projected score lines are 2-0, then 2-1, and then 1-1. So the first read is simple. This matchup leans clearly toward Abha, and the main question is not really who controls the game. It is whether the hosts turn that control into a clean win, or whether the visitors can drag the match into something slower and messier. The wider ratings support that same story. On the power index, Abha ranked third in the league, while Al Jubail are down in 17th. That is a big structural gap. The recent form line is a little tighter than the power table, but even there, the hosts still come in looking more stable. Abha's recent sequence is unbeaten and solid, while Al Jubail's form is less convincing and still uneven. From a totals angle, over 2.5 goals sits at 53.3%. So the model does not see a total blowout by default, but it does see enough attacking edge from the home side for a multi-goal win to stay very live. Expected corners sit at 9.16, with over 9.5 corners at 43.3%, which says the corner count is more balanced than the 1x2. Now let's move from the numbers into the football side of the match. Abha are playing like a team with promotion on their mind. The structure is clean, the squad is stronger, and the whole setup looks more serious than what Al Jubail have been able to produce this season. There is also a major quality gap in the broader campaign. Abha have scored 53 and conceded just 20. Al Jubail have scored only 22 and conceded 50. That tells you a lot before kickoff even starts. The hosts have a functioning attacking machine. The visitors have spent most of the season trying to survive games. Tactically, Abha are built to hurt a side like this. They can stretch the pitch, move the ball through midfield, and attack wide areas with real intent. Siliso gives them power and presence up front. Al-Mutairi brings creativity and final third production. Muralha gives them balance in midfield and helps control the rhythm of the game. That is a strong spine for this level. Al Jubail, on the other hand, are much more reactive. They usually end up defending in a deeper shape, trying to stay compact and hoping the match remains alive long enough for one moment to change it. When they do have a route back into games, it usually comes through experience, set pieces, or a sudden transition rather than sustained attacking pressure. That is where Faisal Fajr matters, because when he is available and physically right, he gives them some composure and some delivery. But the problem for Al Jubail is that too much has to go right for them. They need discipline. They need stamina. They need the low block to hold. And they need Abha to leave chances unfinished. That is a thin margin. There is also a situational edge for the hosts. Abha's venue is not an easy trip. The mountain city setting, the altitude, and the rhythm of a home side that knows how to use that environment all work in their favor. For a visiting team already carrying defensive fragility, that matters even more late in the match. And that is exactly the kind of setup where a close first hour can still turn into a comfortable home result by full time. The one note of caution is that Al Jubail's recent form is not quite as hopeless as the full season table makes it look. So this is not a case where the visitors have absolutely no resistance. They can still make the match awkward for a while. They can still keep bodies behind the ball. And if Abha wastes early chances, the draw can stay alive longer than the raw rankings suggest. But that is still the secondary script. The primary script is home control, home pressure, and Abha creating the better chances over 90 minutes. So when I put everything together, the read is pretty clear. Abha are the right side. The strongest score lean is 2-0. The live alternative is 2-1. And the only serious threat to the home win is a sticky game state where the visitors manage to slow everything down and keep it level for longer than expected. Structurally, tactically, and physically, this match still points toward the hosts. That is the read for Abha against Al Jubail. Subscribe for more model-driven football previews.